Hello everyone and welcome to my video. Today I'm going to talk about top 3 scenes that surprised me in Japan the most after living here 1 year as a European person because I'm originally from Ukraine. So if you're a person who planning to move to Japan in years time or you just love this culture, the tradition of this country, this video is for you. So the scene number 1 that surprised me the most is the open structure of the buildings. What do I mean by open structure of the buildings? Here's a picture. So in Japan, the stairway, the entrance hall, everything open. You can clearly see the windows, you can see the doors, even you can see people sometimes out there. But compared to the Europe, it's much colder in Japan. In Japan, and we have to warm our houses, our apartments, and we have closed structures, buildings, windows, walls, even iron door on the entrance hall sometimes. If you still have some doubts about how the European building looks like, here is a picture. See everything closed, the not iron, the glass door on the entrance hall, and the apartments, the windows, and that's it. And so the scene number 2 that surprised me the most is the cost of a traveling. So what do I mean by cost of a traveling? I mean, as in Japan, as further you go, as much more money you pay. So unlike Europe, especially Ukraine, you, when in Ukraine we have to pay a regular price. For example, a subway we have to pay even less than $1, and you can go wherever you want, as far you want. But in some countries in Europe, I know that. Don't write in comments. I know that in some countries in Europe, if far you go, as much more money you pay. But in Japan, it's really really expensive. So I don't want to scare you, but just be ready. Maybe I'm a little bit overstating, but it's still pretty expensive. And eventually, the third thing that surprised me in Japan the most is the Japanese people. The Japanese people, the behavior of Japanese people, and the kindness of Japanese people. So you may ask how come the Japanese behavior and kindness surprised me in Japan the most? And the answer is it's because of when I only came to Japan and I immediately met wonderful people and wonderful friends. And so I'm gonna tell you one secret. If you come to Japan and make some friend, it's gonna be your true friend for the rest of your life. In 95% of all variety. I think so. And also, speaking of kindness, I'm gonna tell you a small history from my life experience of living in Japan. Actually, it's a small story, but anyway. So when we only came to Japan and we came to our apartment, we had some neighbors, new neighbors, of course. And so one of these neighbors was an old lady. And then, according to Japanese traditions, our family went to meet neighbors and also this old lady. And so when we came to her door and gave some cookies, I think it was cookies, we just get to know her and that's it. And then after a few days, she came to our house, to our apartment, and she gave us some stuffs. Stuffs, it was some juice, some towels, some also maybe cookies or something like that. And we was very, very surprised, really. So we were surprised because of several reasons. So the first reason it was because it was just an old lady that doesn't know us at all. She was just living nearby our apartment, just one door, maybe two, I don't know. And she came to us. He gave us some presents. It was very surprisingly. And the second reason it was because of we just came to this apartment, so it was very new. She didn't know us at all. We didn't talk to her, and she came like a few days after. So not like after 3 months or 4 months, 4 months when we can get know each other. No, she just came after a few days and gave us some presents, and it was very kind and very surprisingly. And so that's it. It was my three things that surprised me in Japan the most. Please press like, write some comments about what surprised you the most. Please share this video and let me know in the comments do you want a part 2 or no, and I will do it for you. Thank you. Bye bye.